Have you ever wondered how some people seem to remember everything, while others struggle to recall even what they had for breakfast? Imagine being able to absorb new information effortlessly, ace exams without stress, or recall names and facts with ease. What if I told you that the secret to an exceptional memory isn't a magic pill, but rather a set of practical, time-tested techniques, many of which are commonly used by Japanese students? For many, memory feels frustrating and elusive. We cram for tests only to forget everything the next day, and when we meet new people, their names slip away as if they never existed. This struggle can lead to missed opportunities, decreased confidence, and a constant feeling of being overwhelmed by information. However, there's hope. By adopting a few key strategies, you can transform your memory from a leaky bucket into a well-organized vault, much like the high-achieving students in Japan. So, how do they do it? It's not about having a special memory gene, but rather cultivating specific habits and utilizing effective techniques. Let's explore the powerful strategies that can help you enhance your memory. The power of Kihan, building a strong base. In Japanese culture, there is a strong emphasis on Kihan, which means fundamentals or basics. This principle applies directly to learning and memory. Before mastering complex topics, you need a solid understanding of core concepts. Master the basics first. Don't rush through new information. Take the time to thoroughly understand the foundational ideas. Think of it like building a house. A strong foundation is crucial for stability. For instance, when learning a new language, focus on basic vocabulary and grammar rules before attempting to construct complex sentences. Active engagement, not passive reading. Instead of simply reading your notes, actively engage with the material. This could involve summarizing what you've read in your own words, teaching it to someone else, or creating flashcards. Actively processing information helps form stronger memory pathways. It's like trying to learn to ride a bike. You can't master it just by reading about it. You need to practice. The space repetition advantage, the anti-forgetting weapon. Have you ever noticed how you remember something better when you review it multiple times over an extended period, rather than cramming it all at once? This is the essence of spaced repetition, a highly effective memory technique widely utilized by students in Japan. Review at increasing intervals. Instead of reviewing material every day, space out your reviews to increase retention. For instance, revisit new information after 1 day, then after 3 days, after a week, and again after 2 weeks. This method leverages the forgetting curve, which suggests that we quickly forget most new information, but the rate of forgetting slows down with each subsequent review. Flashcards are your best friend. Digital flashcard apps, such as Anki, or even physical flashcards, are perfect tools for spaced repetition. When you see a question, attempt to recall the answer, and then rate how well you knew it. The app will then schedule the next time you should see that card again, presenting more challenging concepts sooner and easier ones later. Think of it as having a personal memory coach, always providing what you need to review at the optimal times. Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy focused on continuous improvement through small, incremental changes. This approach can be perfectly applied to memory enhancement. You don't need to overhaul your entire study routine overnight. Small, consistent efforts can lead to significant improvements. Regular, short study sessions. Instead of long, exhausting study durations, opt for shorter, more frequent sessions. 20 to 30 minutes of focused study is usually more effective than 2 hours of distracted cramming. Our brains can only maintain peak focus for a limited time. Consistent practice. Just as an athlete trains daily to improve their performance, your brain needs consistent practice to strengthen its memory. Dedicate a specific time each day to review new information, even if it's just for 15 minutes. This routine builds a habit and reinforces learning. It's similar to watering a plant regularly. Small actions lead to substantial growth. Mnemonic magic, making information stick. Japanese students, like many effective learners worldwide, often utilize mnemonic devices to transform abstract or difficult-to-remember information into something more concrete and memorable. Create vivid mental images. Our brains excel at remembering pictures and stories. When trying to recall a list of items, form a bizarre, funny, or memorable mental image that connects them. For instance, if you need to remember a shopping list of milk, bread, and apples, Visualize a giant milk carton wearing a bread hat and juggling apples. The weirder the image, the better. Use acronyms and acrostics to remember sequences or lists, acronyms or acrostics, where the first letter of each word forms a memorable phrase, such as "My very eager mother just served us noodles for the order of the planets," can be incredibly useful. Storytelling. Turn facts into a mini-story. Our brains are wired to understand narratives. If you need to remember a sequence of historical events or scientific processes, try to weave them into a compelling, even silly, story. The more emotional or unusual the story, the easier it is to recall. Ikigai, which means purpose and environment, fueling your brain. While not a direct memory technique, the concept of Ikigai, finding your reason for being and what makes life worthwhile, significantly impacts learning and retention. A motivated mind retains information more effectively, and a conducive environment enhances this process. Find your motivation. Why do you want to remember this information? Connecting what you're learning to your goals, passions, or future aspirations makes it more meaningful and, therefore, more memorable. When you are genuinely interested in a topic, remembering it becomes almost effortless. Optimize your learning environment. Minimize distractions by finding a quiet, comfortable space where you can focus without interruption. Ensure good lighting and proper ergonomics. A cluttered environment often leads to a cluttered mind. Think of it as preparing fertile ground for a plant to grow. The better the environment, the better the growth. Prioritize sleep and nutrition. It may seem basic, but it's essential. Sleep is when your brain consolidates memories, and a lack of sleep can directly affect your ability to recall information. Similarly, a healthy diet provides the necessary fuel for your brain to function optimally. Just as a car needs gas to run, your brain requires proper rest and nutrition to perform at its best. Mastering your memory isn't about being a genius. It's about adopting smart and proven strategies. By embracing the principles of Kihan, strong fundamentals, leveraging spaced repetition, an effective way to prevent forgetting, practicing Kaizen, meaning continuous small improvements, using Mnemonic magic, which helps make information stick, and cultivating your Ikigai, sense of purpose in an optimized environment, you can unlock a memory capacity you never thought possible. Don't wait another day to transform your ability to learn and recall. Start with just one of these techniques today. For your next learning task, try using spaced repetition or create a humorous mnemonic device to help you remember something you need to recall. Consistency is key. Your journey to a superpowered memory, just like the top students in Japan, begins now. What one memory technique will you commit to practicing this week? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay curious. Keep learning. And remember, your brain is not broken. It just needs smart training. Thanks for listening. See you in the next video.